You know what time it is. It's your favorite Palestinian pro-Palestine meme show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tall the Traveling Lad, your favorite sweet Zionist Prince Zionizer, coming to you live from the land of Israel. Get your sweet Zionist Prince or Princess shirt right now in the description. People are buying merch like it's fucking hotcakes, ladies and gentlemen. And let's get right into this shit. All right, first meme on the table. Muslim woman screaming at a Christian man, calling him a dirty Christian, and that the UK will be a Muslim country. What's new in the UK?
And you cannot go against Mariama. Mariama she. Mariama C. I am from Africa. I'm from Africa. So come and take this world here to be a Muslim country. And Allah is going to make it all Islam. Get used to it, Christians. It's going to be an Islam country.
She's right.
La ilaha illallah.
Muhammad Rasul Allah.
Get it, boy. Change your religion from a dirty Christian as you are.
Dirty Christian?
Your dirty mouth.
A dirty Christian?
Your mouth is dirty.
You're dirty.
Your
Don't
mouth
you dare
is
ever
dirty.
call me a dirty
Your
Christian.
mouth is-
Don't you dare call me that.
Go
Do you
away,
understand?
Don't you fucking dare!
No, I'm not leaving. She called me a dirty Christian. No, I'm not going nowhere. She just called me a dirty Christian.
You are
I've got it. Now make her leave. No, I'm not going anywhere. And if you're going to have to physically
Ah,
remove
there it
me.
is.
She just called me a dirty Christian.
There's the Jew hate right there. Did you hear what she said? She caught him. She said, he's probably Jewish, isn't it?
I've got it. Now make her leave. No, I'm not going anywhere. And if
Oh, no. He said she called me a witch. Okay.
You're going to have to physically remove me. She's just called me a dirty Christian.
Calm yourself, Dad. Calm yourself, Dad.
Do not point.
I'm going nowhere.
What? Why are you getting involved with her?
She came back up to me again and called
You
me a
put a
dirty
camera
Christian.
up.
No, she walked up to me. I told you that's
All that
recording
time
for
you
my
wasn't
own
filming it.
defence.
Right, okay. You can go on that side, film that.
Y'all are fucked, man. Y'all are cooked. I'm telling you. They're saying they're taking over. They're telling you they're taking over. They are telling you they're coming to colonize your country. And you guys are laughing. You guys are laughing. You guys are saying, no, it's whatever. It's not a big deal. They're coming to take over the United Kingdom. What are you going to do? What? Shoo, habibi. Habibti, shoo. What are you going to do? Next meme, ladies and gentlemen. You can, wow, this is long. Several pro-Pali idiots have commented on this short 12-second clip claiming that it's staged. There were dozens of IDF soldiers around so the female soldiers could feel brave. Well, let's see what this is.
ممنوع عصور يظبطوا عصور عبودة لمتنخلين زي أدماء فلسطينية.
Okay, he's telling you this is Palestinian land. I don't understand what's going on. Let's see. Well, actually, they were vastly outnumbered. Here's the full, nearly 7-minute video. These tough female IDF soldiers were dealing with Palestinian Arabs in the area who were disobeying their orders to leave the site, which everyone had already left, including the Jews who were there. You can see how calm and professional these women were until the Palestinians started dragging things out and giving them a hard time for no reason. The guy filming is Ayman Grib. Oh, I see. I'm understanding. Maybe this was a clip of the girls. Maybe this video escalates at some point, and it was taken out of context like they usually do.
لا بدون مشاكل.
You guys ever seen Jurassic Park? I'm obsessed with Jurassic Park. You know, there's this scene in Jurassic Park where the raptors, where they come to the raptor paddock, and Muldoon, the game warden, is talking about how they're testing the fences for weaknesses in the system. This is the Palestinian strategy, by the way. The ones who buy into being a Palestinian is when they confront IDF soldiers like this. First of all, when they see women, they're automatically thinking down at them because, unfortunately, that's a part of Palestinian society, especially an IDF soldier. Woman, to them, is a sex slave, nothing more, nothing less. It's a sex slave waiting to happen. And so when they look at this soldier, they're immediately trying to find kinks in the system. And that's what this whole thing is. This could have been a very peaceful interaction. They're telling him to leave. You got to get out of here. They're handling it professionally until they escalate to the point where they can make a viral video out of it. And they want to test the kinks in the system. They want to see where can they break through? How can they break through? How can they take advantage of this? זה mafia, לא צבא. He's saying it's a mafia, not an army.
اعطيني ورقه انه ممنوعه هاي المنطقه قولي له اعطيني ورقه قولي له اعطيني ورقه لا نحن لا نتسيم احنا ما راح نطلع سيادي هذا ما فلسطينيا
ما كلنا والله
So they had a conversation, or they had an argument that she's like, whose land is this? The Palestinians. This is Palestinian land. And the girl from the IDF says, it's our land. And then she goes, Wallah. And then they're like, now we're not leaving.
هم يزوزوا انا اللي قلت لهم انا قلت لهم يا اخي تفش انا قلت لهم
לא לגעת, אני מדבר איתו, אני מוציא לך אותם. תירגעי. תראי לי שאת רגועה. אני רגוע טוב מאוד.
Yeah, you can see there's a bit of antagonization happening. To an Arab man, to be demeaned by a Jewish woman to be talked down to by a Jewish woman is like peak infidel status. You're like, if you're going to be caught by your boys being spoken down to by a Jewish woman, oh my God, you're fucked. And now here's the dirty secret truth. You guys want to hear something crazy? Every single one of my women friends who is an activist in the Israel space, every single one has received dirty messages from Arab men begging them to be demeaned by a Jewish woman or by an IDF soldier. How's that for you? It's a fucking fetish for them. And if you're an Arab man watching this, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all have a weird fetish with being demeaned by Jewish women or IDF soldier women. It's fucking strange. And you know what? As a Jewish man in this space, I can tell you, the Arab women kind of have the same thing going on. Not gonna lie. It's fucking strange. But that's what happens when you fucking oppress your people. This is what happens when you sexually and societally oppress your men and your women. You don't let them speak in freedom. You don't let them express themselves in any meaningful way. This shit comes out in strange ways. Stop oppressing your people. Build a more open and loving society. I'm not saying our society is perfect, but goddamn, we let people express themselves for the most part. Stop. This is what happens. It ends up it becomes weird. It becomes all strange. You don't want to be strange. And we're on to you, motherfuckers. We are on to you. If you think this shit's going to go away, this is going to get a lot worse for you, Arab world. I'm telling you, I keep warning you. You guys created a bunch of fucking monsters on October 7th. You don't know what's coming. You are never going to be able to silence or quell this. This is going to be the death of the Arab world or the pan-Arab colonialist agenda. If y'all don't fucking shape up, the Mizrahi Jews, the Jewish activists that you created after October 7th will take you the fuck down. It's time for you guys to shape up and start normalizing yourself. It's not going to end well for you. Next to song. Oh, you know where you can shove your Palestine, the song.
Here's to the lads in Westminster. May they drink their Guinness through a straw. And to the wise men of Ottawa, Canberra and Paris, may they choke on their virtue signaling. Now sing it with me, boys. Oh, you know where you can shove your Palestine. You can stick it where the sun don't shine. With your borders undefined and your justice misaligned. Oh, you know where you can shove your Palestine. The headlines all were blaring, a new state has been declared. but sure it sounds real grand. It's virtue signaled paper with blood upon their hands. Oh, you know where you can shove your Palestine. You can stick it where the sun don't shine. When your mob runs the street and the locals face defeat, oh, you know where you can shove your Palestine. Two-tier Kier doesn't care when terrorists flex, but his coppers cuff a pensioner for hurty words on X. Our flags are called offensive, but Hamas can march with pride. It's justice for the chosen few, the rest get pushed aside. Oh, you know where you can shove your Palestine. You can stick it where the sun don't shine. With your two-tier law and your cowards guffaw, oh, you know where you can shove your Palestine.
I love this. This makes me really happy.
We never asked for Palestine, it's not our daily fight. We want our towns kept peaceful and our families safe at night. But mobs parade their foreign flags and terror fills the square, while leaders scold their own folk as if we weren't there. Oh, you know where you can shove your Palestine. You can stick it where the sun don't shine. For your hostages ignored and your terror mobs adored, oh, you know where you can shove your Palestine. Oh, you know where you can shove your Palestine. You can stick it where the sun don't shine. No more hot air party hack, we will take our country back. Oh, you know where you can shove your Palestine. Oh, you know where you can shove your Palestine. You can stick it where the sun don't shine. No more hot air party hack, we will take our country back. Oh, you know where you can shove your Palestine.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm announcing it right now. We are going to fucking war. There's no way out of it at this point. We're fucking going to war. Oh my God. Yeah, and what do I mean we're going to war? It's over, man. We're fucking cooked. Europe is rising up against this bullshit. I really feel it too, by the way. I feel like Europe is starting to get fucking annoyed with all this horse shit of Palestine. And there's such an influx of Arab Muslim supremacists in Europe right now. It's not going to end well. We are fucked. We are in a trajectory for civil war and international war. The world's got to shape up. Look to Israel, man. I'm telling you, look to Israel. Look to Israel for hope. I gotta say, I've reacted to a lot of clips in the last couple months on this channel. The clip of "you can shove your Palestine up your hole," that shit gave me life energy. It made me proud of Europe for a moment. It made me proud of Ireland. I was like, you know what? This is you guys have been harassed. You've been harassed. If it was actually as bad as they say, I would be like this. You know that I'm an honest person. I would be like this. If it was actually as bad as they say. If it was protests for Sudan and Somalia, I would be like this. I would be quiet. I wouldn't say a word. But it's not. It never will be. It can't be. And so it makes me proud to see you Europeans standing up. I want you guys to stand up. I said this in time and time again. Many of you guys don't know my origin story. I wasn't always a political commentator. I wasn't always a streamer like this. This channel, The Traveling Cloud, I used to travel around the world. That's what I used to do. I traveled to almost 80 countries over the course of 10 years. I was a travel vlogger. Look back on the channel. All the videos are still here. Europe was my stomping grounds. Europe is where I learned how to travel. Europe is where I kind of became a man. And I love this. While it's not my favorite continent in the world, it's like I have so many memories and so many friends. I love Europe. I don't want to see the fall of Europe. I want you guys to rise up. And that doesn't necessarily mean becoming a Zionist or loving Jews, but I'd much rather you guys have your integrity back and you fight for what's right and you follow in the footsteps of Tommy Robinson and you follow in the footsteps of European leaders who want to stand against this bullshit. You guys can do it. I believe in you. Israel has so much hope. The Jewish people in Israel have so much hope for you guys. We really have so much love that we carry for you guys. You guys are the continent right next to us. We have a lot of love for you. We want you to do what's right. And doing what's right is going back to who you are, fighting for what you believe in. Do it. Fight. It's worth it. Next meme.
As Muslims, we have a right to bring up our children in accordance with our beliefs, which have served us over the centuries well. I bring that child into this world, I educate him, I give him everything. I know that's going to make him a better human being.
Do you teach them that apostates should be punished?
You may not share that, but that is my religion.
What you teach the children will happen to them if they give up the Muslim faith.
Well, let's bring the debate back into Britain.
What is the penalty for apostasy?
If a child is born into a family given a certain religion, as they grow up, they learn about other religions. It does not prevent me from being open to other religions. I, in fact, have come to this country and chose to put the veil on.
What is the penalty for leaving the Muslim faith?
To be honest, I cannot back that point up.
Dr. Muqaddam, what is the penalty for apostasy?
And, before
you very well know, if it's an Islamic country, then the Sharia is very clear. Apostasy is dealt with the death penalty.
Thank you. That's all I want to hear.
But as Muslims, we have a right to bring up our...
Why do they always do it? I never understood this about mainstream Muslims, especially Muslims in the West. And I think that's what allows all these conspiracy theories to fester. I think that people would respect Muslims in the West more. I'm not saying they would totally, but more if they said, yep, in Muslim countries where we have Sharia, we believe in the concept of death penalty for apostasy. It can come in waves, and sometimes the court can be lenient with it, because it is true. I've heard that in certain Muslim countries, sometimes it depends on how the apostate leaves Islam. Okay? There are ways around the death penalty, but for the most part, it is the death penalty. But we, as Muslims here in the UK or in the West, we have no intention on bringing that here. And then the end of the conversation, because at least my tribe can look at your tribe and say, you know what, Wallah, I respect you. You acknowledged it. You didn't beat around the bush. You didn't hide from it. You said apostasy is death. We enact it in places where there's Sharia law. But we're going to keep that over there, and we're going to keep this over here. And you're welcome to visit our countries as a non-Muslim. We won't kill you. But that's not how they carry the conversation. You ask them, they don't answer. You ask them, they don't acknowledge. You ask them, they beat around the bush until they come to the answer, and then it feels so much more dramatic and dark. And when you ask them if they want to bring that here, they say, absolutely, we want the UK to be Muslim. Imagine if what I was saying, it's not even that rational, like irrational. I feel like it's not non-Islamic to just say it's something that we do in our places and we're not looking to bring that here. If that's something that you guys wanted, we could have a conversation about it. If it's something you guys reject, we're not going to force it upon you. That's how we could move into a reality we'd have peace with Islam globally. But it's just not, you understand, it's not where the Muslims are at. They're not there right now globally. And this has been an ongoing issue. Next meme. Slap my nipple.
In 1788, when the United States was barely a country, right, it was having its sailors taken as slaves by the Barbary states, the states of the Ottoman Empire in North Africa. Tripoli. Shores of Tripoli. Ships stopped. Its crews carried off into slavery. We estimate 1.5 million European and American slaves taken between 1750 and 1815. Jefferson and Adams went to their ambassador in London and said, why do you do this to us? The United States has never had a quarrel with the Muslim world of any kind. We weren't in the Crusades. We weren't in the war in Spain. Why do you do this to our people and our ships? Why do you plunder and enslave our people? And the ambassador said very plainly, Mr. Abdul Rahman said, because the Quran gives us permission to do so, because you are infidels. And that's our answer. And Jefferson said, well, in that case, I will send a navy which will crush your state, which he did. Islamic fundamentalism is not created by American democracy. It's a lie to say so. It's a masochistic lie. And it excuses those who are the real criminals, and it blames us for the attacks made upon us.
This is always my quarrel with American leftism. I need to look into that story because I did not know that interaction happened. It's actually really fascinating. I'm keeping this tab open to research it further after. Actually, very, very fascinating clip. I didn't know that. I was actually researching, I think I told you guys over Yom Kippur, I read the Torah. So I've been researching a lot about the interaction of different empires in the Middle East with Western Europe and then America. I was very curious about how the world has gotten to the point that it is today and the interactions that ancient empires have had. But the thing that drives me fucking up a wall is when like white Americans or white liberals in the West will be like, well, it's all because of America. It's all because of the West. It's all because of Israel. Sorry, do you think that the Muslims and the Arabs didn't have the supremacy complex from the very beginning? Do you think that they were not oppressing everybody since the very beginning? Did they not, the first caliphate right after the death of Muhammad, did they not go and conquer Jerusalem, take over and build a mosque on top of our holiest site? Like, has this not been the ongoing trend for 1,000 years? And this is the problem. This is what I fight against. Everyone thinks the Middle East is just Arab. It's just Muslim. And because Arabs and Muslims are so fucking confused, they'll keep repeating the lies about how hummus is Arab and falafel is Arab. It's like, bro, none of your shit is yours. None of the stuff that you think is yours is yours. You didn't create none of it. You didn't develop any of it. You just took it from other people. You stole it from others. That oud guitar right there that I play, that's from Mesopotamia. Has nothing to do with Arabs. This is a Mesopotamian lute. The lute has been spread all around different kingdoms. Nothing to do with Arabs. Wasn't developed under the Arabs. Wasn't popularized under the Arabs. Most of the maqams didn't even come from Arab people or Muslims. But they will use this as a stance. It's like, this is ours. And everyone's taken from us. And this has been ours for a long time. I'm not saying Arabs don't have culture. They do have culture, but it's isolated to a very small place in the Arabian Peninsula. It's between Mecca and Medina, the Hijaz, the Halij. That's the Arab land. All the culture of Arabism came from there and spread outward. Everything else has been taken over, has been colonized, has been culturally appropriated. So including the supremacism. If people think it started after American imperialism, if people think it started after the American, war efforts, that's not the truth at all. Not in the slightest. Next meme. Next forking memite. All right, let's check this out.
Somebody in Australia, his name was Michael Sheikh, wrote to a bunch of us. We were all members of the International Solidarity Movement. And he sent out this notice and he said, I had this idea that maybe we could buy a boat in New York. And we could sail it across the Atlantic and sail it down the coast of Europe and then into Gaza. I was sitting with my friend Mary Hughes Thompson, who is the other major co-founder. The two of us started this, and then we got another 5 people involved. And I looked at her and I said, oh, let's do it. One story that I always try to tell all of you is that once we finally got these crazy boats, they were moored in Greece. And I was in charge of the media office. That's my background. And I was in charge of the media office, and we were all in Cyprus. And so I would put out a press release, and it would say, the boats are in Alexandria, getting ready to go. And then 2 weeks later, I'd say, the boats have moved to Turkey, and they're getting ready to come to Cyprus. Well, the boats were never either one of those places. They were always in Greece. So the Zionists, when they want to attack me, they do that quite often, say to me all the time, you lied all the time. But I said, yeah, we did. Yoo-hoo, we lied.
What do you think her grasp is of the Middle East? What do you think her deep understanding of the Middle East? I'm saying genuinely. How do you guys think she has pieced together the story and the history of the Middle East and the Palestinians? How do you think she's pieced it together? In my opinion, not very well. In my opinion, she probably thinks everyone's here has been Arab and Arabs have always existed here and they're the only people who are native to this land, in my opinion. The second you unwind that, you remove that, everything starts making a lot more sense. Everything. But you first have to get to a point where you open enough to remove those layers of colonization off of your brain. All right, the next clip we got here is from main retard himself, Theo Vaughn.
I would never take my own life. Okay? You hear that, Israel? I would never take my own life. I'm grateful to God for his grace in my life. I love my siblings. I have so many friends and people that love me and people that I want to see their children grow up. I'm hopeful that I get to have a wife and meet my own children one day. Like, there's a ton of things in my life that keep me alive and hopeful, right? I want to be able to have an impact in the world. Those are just a few of them, probably, I mean, so many just moments we've shared on this show that I'm like, oh, I live for those things. I would never take my own life. Okay? You hear that, Israel?
Tell me you're being paid by Qatar without telling me you're being paid by Qatar? Possible for you to do that? Anyone? Tell me you're being paid by Qatar without telling me you're being paid by Qatar. Just tell me. Visit Qatar. Oh my God. Just tell me. I'm not suicidal, Israel. I don't think about you at all. Yeah, there was some meme I saw on Twitter earlier that was like Theo Von saying, "You hear that, Israel?" And it was like Bibi Netanyahu was like, "Who's that?" Like, who fucking cares about you, Theo? Who gives a shit about you? Who fucking cares? Yeah, you're funny. You're funny. I'm not gonna lie. I like Theo Von's comedy, but who fucking cares? Who are you? Who the fuck are you? Who gives a shit about your opinions on anything? Who cares? Who the fuck cares? No one cares. No one cares about your opinion or really Candace's or Tucker's. You guys keep farting in your fucking corners. Keep going. No one cares. You're not that great, man. You're really not that great. It's not like you don't have anything to add to this conversation. If you want to get paid by Qatari influence, that's fine. Like, take the check, bro. Take it up the ass. Enjoy it. And we'll see you in the next one. I love you guys a long time. Become a sweet Zionist prince or princess. Goodbye, Klats. Have you struggled with repping your Zionism in style? Well, boy, do I have a solution for you. Head to thetravelingclat.com and become a sweet Zionist prince or princess today. Or maybe even let the world know you're a white colonizer with matching hat. Tell the comments section you were thrown out of 109 countries by joining the 109 Club with a matching hat. They say it was promised to you 2,000 years ago? Double down and grab a shirt that was promised to you 3,000 years ago with a matching hat. Ever dreamed of Zionizing like me? Do it with a matching hat, damn it! Show off your Iraqi pride by being someone's back daddy, or showing them you were made in Iraq with a matching hat. It's time to laugh in the face of those who attack us. Wear their hate with pride and you become untouchable. TheTravelingClad.com. We got mugs, stickers, shirts, hoodies, and so much more. Go grab yourself something nice, Habibis and Habibtis. You deserve it. If you don't want to buy any merchandise, the best way to support me is by donating on Buy Me a Coffee, my PayPal, or becoming a member on my Patreon. Your support is very much needed and very much appreciated. Thank you.